Is choosing the pay per hour option on Uber and DoorDash worth it? We're gonna be watching this video from Nuggs, where he tried Uber Eats new pay mode for 8 hours. Keep in mind while we're watching this that it works the exact same way for DoorDash. All right, well, here's the video here.
Just last month in my area, Uber released an optional new pay mode for their food delivery drivers. In this mode, they canned the upfront pay and give you an hourly rate instead. You can still get tips too, but you can't see them beforehand, and you can't decline more than 1 order per hour or your shift ends. Wait, not only is Uber stealing from drivers, but they're stealing from DoorDash now too? This pay mode is just a copy and paste of DoorDash's Earn by Time. The only differences between the two apps are, 1, Uber Eats hourly pay is way higher, and 2, DoorDash straight up tells you the only reason that they're paying you a fair wage is so that you deliver their no-tip orders going across the country. However, Uber doesn't say that. Now, I suspect they still do the same thing. They just don't say it. That's for me to find out.
So in this video, I'm gonna work for 8 hours straight to answer these 3 questions. Number 1 being, does Uber Eats prioritize bad orders on Earn by Time just like DoorDash? Number 2, will Uber Eats send me less orders to keep my active time lower? And number 3, most importantly, how much money can I make? And that last one, there's only one way to find out. And that's by going online like I just did. I'll meet you guys with my first offer.
I started at 2 p.m. and I realized
So interesting. I've never tried this mode before because I thought it was an obvious scam just because of the skeptical way of thinking that I generally have, but I didn't realize that when it shows you offers that it wouldn't say how much they are. It just totally removes that option, so you don't know how much it would have paid if you weren't using the pay by hour mode. Either one of 2 things are happening. They're gonna give all the very worst orders, or they're gonna put the very best on there. And I would suspect that it would be the worst offers because nobody would take them otherwise. So that'll be interesting to find out. Here's the other big assumption that I have about choosing this way to drive is that it says hourly pay, but there's a catch on it. It's not pay for that whole hour. It's only when you're delivering an order. So let's say you pick up an order and it takes 15 minutes to deliver it and you chose 20 bucks an hour. So you get paid 5 bucks and that was technically 20 bucks an hour. So that's why I think it's a scam, but let's find out what the truth is.
I realized pretty quickly that this wasn't the most ideal time to work. Unlike DoorDash, Uber Eats doesn't have hotspots, so my monkey brain thought driving around would help me get orders, but it didn't.
I'm 1 hour in right now with no orders.
So I sat in my car and pondered the meaning of life as the rain came down, and over an hour after starting, my first order hit my phone.
Okay, we waited way too long.
That's interesting. I bet he was thinking I'm gonna start at 2 p.m. because there's usually nothing to do, and this might be a good time when the pay by hour might be good, but he never got any orders anyway, so I guess that didn't end up being true.
Long for that. This better be a banger. Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry about that.
No worries. This is a big ass order, so I did wait a while on it, but I got paid for it. All right, first one done.
Yeah, that's funny. Normally a 10-minute wait in the restaurant would be super irritating, but if you're getting paid by hour, I would think you would almost want it to take a while and you could just chill there while you're waiting and get paid.
Done. Hopefully I don't have to wait another hour for my next one. That would be insane.
Well, luckily I didn't have to wait another hour. It would only be 56 more minutes before I'd get my next offer, which is fine because this gave me time to eat my dinner, consisting of a very sad frozen pizza from a company called Amy's.
All right, guys, and I did just get my next offer. It is 12 miles. I have a feeling there's no tip just based on the area this is going in. But at the same time, guys, it's an order.
This order was ready as soon as I got into the restaurant, so no paid wait times, but after driving 10 miles to get to my customer, I did have to wait 5 minutes for them to come to their door as I needed a 4-digit PIN to complete the delivery.
Hello. Hi, Maria, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a code?
Yeah, 2264.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you so much.
On the way back, I
believe
thought
we
I
put
ran
that in the
over a
video.
hill because my tire began to feel kind of weird when I was driving.
I don't want to swear to it, but I'm on the interstate coming back from this order, and I swear it feels like I just ran over a nail. I'm gonna be so pissed. All right. Let's go ahead and look before it gets too dark.
I've ran over a total of like 8 nails doing DoorDash in just the last 3 years, so I thought for sure this had happened again, and I was about to crash the fuck out Boogie 2988 style. But I checked my tires and I didn't see anything.
Let's keep going. All right, guys, next one. We lucked out with the mileage. It's not going too far, and my hourly rate just bumped up to $21.50 an hour plus tips. Even at this point, if there's no tips on these orders, they're gonna be pretty damn good. The problem so far has just been getting the orders, but it's 5 p.m. now. Let's hope things pick up. Next order, here we go. So there's good news and there's bad news. Now the good news is it's 6 p.m. now, and so I'm gonna be getting more orders. I shouldn't be waiting as long anyways. The bad news is this is still going 10 miles. But the tips could be high, and that's the thing. I have no idea if any tips have come in yet. I'm gonna look at the very end of the night, and that'll really make or break it for me. Yeah, I've got an Uber Eats
5-minute wait.
Listen guys, I just waited forever in there. This base pay is gonna be fat. Okay, it just sent me a Walmart order.
In this moment, my skin began to crawl as I had a throwback to 2021. All right, guys, so you read the title. You know how I feel about Walmart orders. I think that Walmart orders are dog, as in dog fecal matter. They're horrible. That puts your net total for that hour. For 1 hour, you made $2.32.
Okay, so I just dropped off that Popeyes. I'll add the total there, but not only did I just get one Walmart order, it actually just sent me another, and the second one is going way further. Upon store arrival, tap the checkbox for the first
20
order.
miles.
An associate will bring the orders to you. I guess I'll just go there and figure it out. All right. All right, that's a lot of miles. Holy crap, this better be good.
So I took the orders and drove 6 miles to Walmart, where I waited around for quite a while.
Which is fine. I'm cool with it. I'm getting the hourly rate, but there's like 10 people who have been here longer than me. So we're cooked. All right, we're cooked.
But I wasn't actually getting paid for this order because the order wasn't real.
I'm sitting here and Uber Eats just opened up and said that one of my orders was canceled. It was the one that the first one I was waiting on. And Uber's telling me I'm not getting paid. So keep in mind, by the way, I've been on these orders for 30 minutes. I've been waiting for 30 minutes. So I guess that means that I'm not getting paid those $11? I don't know. Now the second order they sent me hasn't been canceled yet.
Uber recently changed the pay system where canceled orders don't pay you for anything anymore. They call it the new policy. I would call it time theft. But hey, there's the Walmart worker.
So I had to remove one order.
It's messed up, man.
One was popping up that we didn't have in our back room.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Okay. You just put in the trunk though.
He began trying to shove this giant stack of totes into my small trunk and it just wasn't fitting.
If it would be easier in the back, like that's cool too.
He really came through, so shout out to whoever the fuck this guy is. On Friday, I had some car work done, so thank you to Grismer, and shout out to whoever the fuck this guy is.
Let's go, dude, let's go. I can't believe I actually got the...
I love how he addresses people. That's hilarious.
Actually got the other one.
But the maps lied, and this order was further away than I thought. It wasn't 20 miles away, it was 32 miles away.
Whoa.
Or maybe I took a wrong turn somewhere down the road, I don't know.
Where the fuck am I? I am out. Whoa, dude. That is a turn that would kill a drunk driver.
The Walmart order paid me $30 in base pay, but took me 2 hours to complete and drive back from, so not really that good after all. The only thing that
it's super far out there, man.
The only thing that could save this shift are some high tips, but we'll have to wait and see what those were at the end. But that wouldn't be long because by the time I finished this Walmart order, the dinner shift was pretty much over. The next order I got was back at Popeyes that paid me $7 and some change, and it was immediately back to the waiting game. It was now about 9 p.m. and my phone went radio silent for an entire hour.
This is so bad, dude. I've sat here for an hour without getting one order. The only thing I'm doing is just getting tired. But in 20 minutes from now, that'll put us at 8 hours. So hopefully I get something before then, but I'm not super confident. I'm gonna keep it real.
All right. Hold on. Let's do some math here. So he's gonna be driving 8 hours, and the pay rate, if you average it, it was like 18 to start, and then it was like 21, 22. So it should be around 20 bucks an hour. So you would think 20 an hour, 8 hours, $160. So we'll see if he makes $160 or if it ends up being like half of that. I would guess he'll end up making like 90 bucks, but let's watch and find out.
Yeah, I was right. I worked 8 hours and did 6 deliveries, technically 7 if you include the canceled Walmart order, but that's still less than 1 delivery per hour. I made $74.77 in base pay, and for my tips, that came to $21.04. When the hourly rate is this—
Pretty good guess, huh? I did not pre-watch this, by the way. I've ran similar experiments before, and they always go really bad. Whenever you try to do something that the app suggests, it always ends up being super bad. It always does.
high, the orders themselves aren't bad, especially if they do tip, but the frequency was just so low. This app has a fraction of DoorDash's market share, so there's just not enough orders to keep my active time high, so this mode would be best used in combination with other apps like DoorDash to supplement the downtime. So lastly, to answer these three questions, probably, and not very much.
All right, well, there you have it. Is it worth it to do the pay-by-hour mode on Uber or on DoorDash for that matter? And it looks like the answer is a pretty conclusive no. And you can see at the end, he said, doing something like this would best be done if you're using other apps as well. But the problem with that is if you decline 2 requests in an hour, you'll be kicked off with a flat rate. And then the whole thing would just be for nothing. So once again, these weird things that they're trying to get drivers to do just aren't worth it. The best way overall is always multi-apping. He spent 8 hours and made $95. That's horrible. He only made $12 an hour. I think that pretty much proves that using the pay-by-hour is not worth it, guys. Please don't use this. It's just a scam. It's just a way for the delivery apps to take advantage of their drivers. Just yet another way to do that. So don't use it, guys. It's not worth it. You can still make more money multi-apping and just waiting for the best orders. And that's what it is. Anyway, I don't know if you learned something here. If you've been driving for a while, you already knew this. And don't forget to check out this video here where I made over $700 in 3 days. I'll see you in the next video.